Michelle, and today we are making something very special. This is an order from a friend of mine, and it's for her little boy who's turning 10, and he saw the Hogwarts cake that I made my daughter for her birthday. I'll link it above. And he decided he wanted a Hogwarts cake for his birthday as well. So his mother ordered one from me, and I'm very excited about this. It's a completely different design, but it is just as much Harry Potter and Hogwarts, and very appropriate for Halloween. So let's get started. I really wanted to put the boy's name on the cake in the Harry Potter script. I found a Harry Potter alphabet online and blew up the picture on my computer screen and traced the letters I needed onto some paper. Then I cut them out with some scissors. I put the paper cutouts onto some orange fondant. I stuck them down with a bit of water, which actually made it quite sticky, so I wouldn't really recommend it. I chose orange because it's the birthday boy's favorite color. Then I cut out around the paper template with a knife. And I used the same template for the letter N twice. Then I cleaned up the edges and put the letters in order. The birthday boy's name is Quentin. Then I set them aside to dry. Next, to make a golden snitch out of yellow fondant. I rolled a ball of fondant about the size of a ping pong ball. Then I set the ball aside and rolled out some more yellow fondant. I cut it in half and placed some pieces of wooden skewer onto it, rolling the top down to cover the stick. Then I cut it into the approximate shape of the wings. Then I cut slits into the bottom to make a bit more feathery. And I set these aside to dry as well. Finally, I wanted to make a sorting hat. I rolled out a bit of brown fondant and cut out a circle. I flattened the edges a bit and rolled out some more brown fondant into a cone shape. Don't mind my hands, they got quite a bit of brown food coloring on them when coloring the fondant. I promise that's all it is. I cut the bottom of the cone and turned the point down. Then pressed wrinkles into the fondant with the back of a knife. The day I actually made the cake, I started out preparing the filling. You see, Quentin wanted strawberry cake, so I decided to fill it with strawberries as well. I cut the strawberries into small pieces and mixed it with a few spoonfuls of strawberry jam. Then I piped a dam of Swiss meringue buttercream and poured the strawberry filling into it. And I added a bit more buttercream here and there to help the next layer to stick. I crumb coated the cake in Swiss meringue buttercream. And I cleaned up the cake board with a damp rag and chilled the cake about 20 minutes. Then I frosted the cake again with more buttercream and cleaned up the cake board again. While the cake was chilling this time, I prepared my fondant. I rolled out some black fondant. And I covered the cake with the black fondant. I smoothed it on as well as I could with my hands, but the fondant was a bit dry, so I did have some tearing at the edges, which I will address. I cut off the excess fondant. Then I made a fondant paste with black fondant mixed with clear alcohol and used this paste to fill in the cracks in the fondant at the edges. It really helped. Then I rolled out some gray fondant quite thick. And I used the brick texture mat to create texture in the fondant. Instead of just carefully pressing it on to make the perfect brick pattern though, I pressed it on over and over and over to create more of a stone texture. I loved it. Now this Hogwarts template is another image I found online and traced directly off my computer screen. I loved how the height of the highest towers were about the same, and there were lots of different levels, which was just what I was looking for. I cut out the template with a knife. Then I glued it onto the side of the cake with edible glue and propped up the tallest towers with wooden skewers.
And because this design doesn't even go halfway around the cake, I made 2. If you like what you see, hit that like button. And while you're down there, hit subscribe for a new cake every week. Then I place the name centered near the largest gap in the Hogwarts design. And I place the sorting hat to one side. To fill in the gap, I rolled out some more orange fondant and used a Harry Potter cookie cutter I have, and it fit into the gap just about perfectly. Then I assembled the golden snitch with its wings, and I made an edible paint with gold luster dust and clear alcohol, and painted the golden snitch on both sides. Then I placed it on the cake and touched up the paint. How did I do this without getting gold paint on my hands? I didn't. I had gold paint all over my hands. Then I used the same gold paint to paint the HP in the cutter, as well as the windows of Hogwarts Castle. I am so in love with this cake. I mean, it's perfect for the Harry Potter fan. It was right at home at the epic Harry Potter birthday party his mother prepared for him. I love the lightning script and the golden snitch, but my favorite part is the Hogwarts silhouette on the side with the golden windows. It's just so beautiful. For more cakes and tutorials, visit our website at AmericanBakerInGermany.com. We're also on Facebook and Instagram. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss our future videos.